Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, esteemed members, colleagues and panelists. Wishing you all a good afternoon and a warm welcome to UASA and the Optivest Medical Aid and Gap Cover Awareness Webinar. This is the first one that we're launching today, and we're looking forward to what the future could hold for us. UASA is your trusted trade union that has been in existence for well over 128 years. Is not only consistently seeking ways to bring value-added products and services, but also focuses on informing and educating our members in respect of current offerings from our accredited service providers, and that may already form part of members' monthly budget expenses. Medical aid cover is expensive, and to the layman can be a complex decision. There are many medical aid companies, and each has a range of offerings, and this can be a minefield to navigate, to determine if one has too little cover or too much cover, or just the right cover. Today, we have invited our experts, Tshepo and Rudolph the Bruyn, from our trusted and accredited service provider, Optivest, to help us unpack some of these issues this afternoon. Optivest is a specialist in medical schemes and medical scheme-related products, and has been serving its national client base for over 20 years in South Africa, and has been a trusted partner of UASA Financial Services for over 10 years. Tshepo is a key account executive at Optivest Health Services. He has collective experience in the medical aid and insurance industry of more than 20 years. He specializes in healthcare solutions in the corporate space, and he's been dealing with healthcare in the corporate space for 10 years and is still very passionate about it. Rudolph the Bruyn has been with Optivest since 2005 and previously worked for Sanlam. He is a senior marketing manager and has vast industry experience in insurance and medical aid insurance. Optivest is an authorized financial services provider and accredited broker with the Council of Medical Schemes. Whilst our panelists are presenting, feel free to post any questions you might have in the chat box, and we will also allow Q&A session afterwards, time permitting. Without any further ado, we will play a short video, after which Tshepo and Rudolph will continue with their presentation. I thank everybody that has taken the time this afternoon to join, and we're looking forward to many more seminars in this fashion. Thank you, everybody. Stan, can you kindly play the video first? Thank you, everybody. Stan, we've got a bit of a technical glitch. There's no sound on the video. Ladies and gentlemen, it looked like we were load shedded by the sound. Without any further ado, our panelists, Rudolph and Tshepo, kindly take us through. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Jack. Yeah, and I think we're load shedded by the video. If we may kindly share the presentation. Oh, thank you. We're already on the first slide. Thanks a lot. As Mr. Jack has mentioned, that Tshepo Moumakwe is my name, and I'm from a company named Optivest Health Services, which is a financial authorized financial service provider that's been operating for 22 years. We currently have 91,000 clients on our books, and we're contracted to all open schemes, and even some of the the restricted schemes, and we offer quite a lot in terms of the products that we have on board. What are we carrying for UASA members? How do we do is 3 bullet points. Optivest can assist UASA members with any type of medical scheme inquiries and information. Second point being also comparing the benefits that you guys have currently with other, avenues that you can get there, you can get out there, and also, getting special rated benefits from additional benefits that we have. Over and above, again, what do we mean by comparing? We have 3 apples here. Our motto is comparing apples with apples. Comparing apples with apples is comparing benefits from different medical schemes with the same option that will actually, show you a bit more in terms of what you can get. And especially now being a year-end period, this is where we actually get to sit with our members and get to review what we need to review in terms of your benefits going forward for the following year. And everyone wants to save money. Of course, we all want to do that, but how can you do that? You have to really scrutinize the type of option that you're on and get to have a vast what's out there in terms of same benefits with saving money and the type of option that you are. But what I have noted is that it's not all about money. It's actually about what your needs are as a specific person. Your needs might be different from my needs, might be different from the next person's needs, basic on your chronic condition type of situation, your family structure, focusing on your to prevent out of pocket benefits, which is quite important to sit with a specialist down that will assist you in terms of outlining that whole scenario. Now, gap cover is one of the additional products that we've outlined earlier on in terms of now that assists you with preventing out of pocket bills, saving you from unexpected doctor bills. We've already negotiated with one of the service providers to have only for UASA members a 50% discounted premium towards a gap cover product. And a gap cover strictly deals with your in-hospital benefits. Now, with a gap cover, you can save all that stress. The gap cover addresses all your needs in hospital, from the specialists and surgeons and anesthetists that can charge up to a 500% compared to what your medical aid pays for, which is 100% in hospital. But over and above, it can only pay for benefits that the scheme has approved, but it pays up to a certain level. Unfortunately, specialists can do that, and they're allowed to do that, and the legislation allows them to do that. So gap cover comes into play there. Over and above what the doctor's charges in hospital, you do get your procedure limits and co-payments that a gap cover assists on. For example, your MRI, CT scans, your gastroscopy, and laparoscopy. Those are benefits that the medical scheme offers you, but they request you to pay first, and then they'll cover the rest of the remaining amount. And certain procedures also have sub-limits. For example, your non-PMB cancer treatment has got a sub-limit where it ends and says we pay up to this limit, but then you can also claim that from your gap cover. Even your knee, your hip and knee prosthesis, and your heart valves and stents, those benefits you can claim from your gap cover. Now, what we say from Optivest is that, in a nutshell, imagine you now have a personalized evaluation of your client benefit usage. You have a clear guidance of how to prevent out of pocket payment on medical expenses. It's your one-stop service that includes finding the best option based on your budget and needs, and individualized. And it doesn't only end there. Optivest will actually take you on ongoing support. Ongoing support, we're referring to addition of dependent, removing of dependent, also assisting on registering of chronics, and everything else, unpaid claims. It's built into the whole service offering that we offer the UASA members. And that's how we can actually pride ourselves and say we can assist you. Rudolph, over to you, sir.
Yes, Optivest and UASA is in a partnership, and Optivest is there to support UASA members as far as possible. If you need help, there are buttons to click where you can click for out-of-pocket payments, or then a one-stop service where you can also ask a quote to get the best option based on your budget and needs. I think that's very important that you look into that, and we will be able to assist you with all your needs and via our quote system.
All right, thank you very much, Rudolph. And I think it's imperative now that we actually let our UASA members know that the links that we are referring to, the links will be put on the website through the permission of management and IT, of course, so that they can start re-evaluating, if they need to save money or they need to reevaluate their options. So we are actually there to assist any as we've mentioned on one of the slides there, that it can be any medical aid related query. We are there to assist from a member's point of view, even up to a level of an employer group as well, depending on the invitation via. But we are there in terms of assistance, anything that has to do with health. We are there to assist. Thank you very much. Over to you, Mr. Chairman.
Tshepo and Rudolph, thank you so much for the informative presentation. I see also the attendees. Linda, good afternoon. Good to see you on board as well. I see some members on board as well. Ladies and gentlemen, here's now the opportunity to ask questions, if there are any at this stage, just by indicating by raising your hands through the app. Are there any questions at this stage from any of the attendees or the panelists? So Tshepo, I see everybody's very shy. They don't want to ask any questions. But it could also mean that the presentation was comprehensive and to the point. But ladies and gentlemen, we're not going to take up much of your time further. If there are any questions, the links will definitely be put onto our website, and you can also use the WhatsApp number, the UASA WhatsApp number here in Florida, if there are any questions at this stage, or if there are any questions now or later on. I don't know if let me just allow a quick squiz. Is there anybody that would like to ask a question? All right, Nancy. Yes, Rudolph.
Sorry, I've seen that some feedback there about whether the member has been caught off guard about his medical aid, and there was quite a number of reactions there. If you look at the feedback there, around about 67% said yes, and I think that's where Optivest will come in to assist you and to iron out all your questions and give you some feedback via our systems about your current option and maybe the option you want to be on. Maybe you're on too high an option, you can't afford it currently, and we can look at a lower option with not a lot less benefits, but at least a more affordable option which will suit your pocket, because it's currently it's trying times. Yeah, look here, are you currently paying more than what you think? 100% said yes, and we can assist again, as I've mentioned, to give you some insight in other options available where you maybe can choose a cheaper option.
And just to add on Rudolph's comment there, we didn't mention that our services come at no cost to the member nor the employer. We are strictly remunerated from the scheme upon appointment of our services. Hence, we mentioned we contracted to all open scheme and some of the few closed scheme. It will depend which scheme you are on, and it's a matter of appointing Optivest to be able to pull your claims history, because of that's where we normally go when we start and talk to when we have our one-on-ones with our clients. We sit and say, let's look at what your claims history looks like. in order to be able to determine that it's either you're sitting on a correct plan or you're actually paying more for benefits that you're not using. So it's a whole consultation process that gets us to the consensus where Rudolph mentioned. In most of the time, 90% of our times, we actually get that someone is covered, is actually higher covered than what they're supposed to be. There is also an element of chronic conditions. A lot of people do not register their chronic conditions with their medical schemes. And now, if it's not registered, it comes directly out of your savings or your day-to-day. And they feel that, you know, this option is correct for me, only to find out that should you have registered your chronics correctly, then you actually don't need to be on such a plan. So that whole comprehensive, you know, exercise, that's what we specialized in. We'd like to invite more and more of UASA members to utilize our services, as we've been UASA's partner for quite some time now. Thank you very much.
Tshepo, thank you for that, Rudolph, and thank you. Yeah, I think we're endeavoring on a new road and a new path with these virtual meetings or virtual sessions. But I see no hands or questions at this stage. I don't know if there's anybody else that would like to make a comment before we move to closing the session, the webinar at this stage. If anybody else that would like to make a comment. None seen, none heard. So allow me just to thank you, our colleagues at OPTIVEST. It's been an interesting journey with OPTIVEST, and you're a trusted partner. You are actually the first in this session of webinars that we're going to be hosting over the next few weeks. We're testing this water, we're testing this medium, and thank you for coming on board hastily when we started endeavoring on this journey. To Linda as well, thank you for your support. Everybody that have joined, thank you for taking the time this afternoon to be part of this session, and be on the lookout for future sessions where we're gonna explore some of the other products within the UASA Financial Services portfolio, and it's all with regards to skilling and educating members to make better decisions going forward. So Tshepo, Rudolph, a big thank you for making the time today and for the presentation. I bid everybody a safe journey home, and may you not be blessed with load shedding.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Now, thank you, Jack. From our side, we thank you guys for the opportunity to you know, elaborate on our services on this platform. It's really a great thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Tshepo. Rudolph?
Yeah, thank you, Jack. Yeah, I just want to reiterate what Tshepo just said, and it's really for us a great honor to be a partner and to partner with UASA. I think really we will try to add some value to your value proposition to your employees as far as possible. Thank you.
Rudolph and Tshepo, thank you so much. And to everybody that have joined, have a blessed afternoon. Be safe. Until next time, be on the lookout for the invitations of the next in the series of webinars. Thank you, everybody, and take care.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you, Jack.
Thanks, Jack.
Bye-bye.
Good afternoon.